We just getting started on the kickback. Jazzy Black, let's get it going.
What up, Jazzy?
How you doing?
You know what? I was doing okay. Now I'm doing great since I'm talking to you.
You know what? Don't do that to me, because I'm on live right now, and you just bringing all this gas and making me feel like Beyonce on a Wednesday. And I just want to let you know I'm here for the energy, okay? I'm here for the energy. My name is Jazzy Black. I'm the midday personality out here in Dallas with 97.9 The Beat. And I just want to welcome Joseph Sikora, a.k.a. Tommy from Power, a.k.a. Frank from Ozark. First of all, I love Ozark, okay? I love me so. That Ruth is something else.
Me too. Me too.
That Ruth is
she
something.
Is, man. She's a firecracker. The definition of a firecracker.
Is she just as fun off camera as she is on camera?
Yeah, and every bit as different as I am from Tommy. A lot of people tell me is Julia from Ruth.
Oh, yeah.
She's sweet, she's kind, she's considerate, she's soft-spoken. Yeah, she's just a tremendous actor who I have the luxury of sharing the screen with. I'm very grateful for her presence.
How important is, friendships, developing friendships and maintaining those, working in the industry?
Well, I think that one of the first things is that learning the differentiation between colleague, partner, friend, boss.
Yeah.
And I think that people use friend just interchangeably, maybe a little too freely at times. Whereas I think that a friend, a true friend, is a very slow, cultured, relationship that is a slow build, and there's just mutual respect.
Totally.
A real friendship is the definition of mutual respect, I think. And there's a time and a place for friendship. And then there's also a time and a place to know somebody is your boss.
Right.
And just to have, it's a luxury if they're nice. But then just the respect is really the coup de grace. And I definitely respect Curtis 50 Cent Jackson more than any boss I've ever had for certain in my life.
Yeah.
Because he's been loyal, honest, and upfront to me. So I'm just grateful to be able to be in the presence of somebody who's that steadfast in their ability to market, to grow, to challenge themselves as not only a business person, but also an artist.
Yes, I, first of all, love to hear men speak about other men so eloquently, and it was so poetically. So thank you for that. Well, how was your mental health?
I'm really happy you asked that. Thank you, Jazzy, for asking that, because I'm a huge proponent of mental health.
Yeah.
I went to an anger management counselor, therapist for 2 years before Power, because it was a tool that I used from my youth and growing up, and that was not a useful tool anymore. And I think a lot of men think, I got to be tough, I got to be down, and I'm going to lose my control on people. Where it's actually much, much stronger to not lose control, to keep your cool, to know that you have the physical ability to defend yourself or your lady or your loved one when the time comes. When people don't need you to peacock, they don't need you to show off in that way. So I'm a huge proponent of keeping your anger in check, much unlike Tommy Egan. But also now I see a therapist every week.
Yeah.
So my advice to people is that if you need help, there is help out there. There's so much less stigmatization. It's not less stigmatized of going to seek mental health. Find somebody to talk to. It's good to talk to a friend, absolutely. But sometimes our friends are not professionals in the field.
Right.
And you can really gain a whole lot of insight about yourself by having a consistent schedule with a professional in the field to keep your head right.
No, for real. You better speak on it, Reverend Joe. Sorry, calling you Reverend Joe. Congratulations on breaking records for the Power 4 Force. Y'all out here doing your thing. They said that was like their most watched.
It's the most watched premiere in the history of the network.
And it's lit because it's like,
of course, I can't take the credit for that.
No.
It is my show. You know what? But look at the marketing machine that is Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Right.
Look at the brilliant, universe that Courtney Kemp and Gary Lennon really set up with the Power show.
Respectfully.
So, and look at my cast. The cast is unbelievable. So there's you know what? That's another thing. I don't need all the credit because there's so much to go around. And I would be remiss if I didn't spread that love, because other people deserve that.
I saw in one of your interviews you were just talking about, really going into developing the character for Tommy, even, you coming out of Chicago and taking all of your life experiences and pouring that into this character.
Well, I love creating characters for everybody. I mean, I had the best time creating the character of Tommy.
Yeah.
It's been a long road for me, Jazzy. I've been doing this for so long.
Yeah.
But one of the most fun things is that after I got Tommy, because I've been testing for television shows for, a decade or more.
Right.
Way more than at this point, because this would be 2 decades almost now. But after I finally booked the Power show, everybody was all congratulatory. Oh, you finally got, you finally got the show that's going to be a great show. Blah blah blah. Already picked up for the first 8. Except my one friend from Chicago theater, David Schwimmer, who we all know from the Friends franchise.
Yeah.
Schwimmer told me, he said, "I'm really happy for you, but just so you know, man, now is the time to work, because if you're not the same person on the first take of the first episode of the first season, it doesn't matter if it goes 1 season or 10. If you change that character, the audience will turn on you, and they won't even know why." Yeah. So I stayed true to the Tommy character that I came prepared with, and then the writers wrote for that character. My interpretation of that character was that step in the process that allowed the character to go to different realms, to not be a kind of two-dimensional, stereotypical gangster that I think we're often used to seeing.
Right.
And we got to see these funny aspects and these tender aspects and all this kind of these different dimensions of Tommy that I really like.
That's cool. Well, you know what? I just want to let you know that I'm really proud of you, and you keep making us proud out here, and we are rooting for you. Not in entire banks. We're all rooting for you, but I'm proud of you. And you inspire people like me. I know you're probably like, oh, like I'm a radio host, but you know what I'm saying? I might want to tap into the acting thing, but hearing your story and, just watching you perform and watching you grow is really, really inspiring. So I just want to thank you for that, and keep being great,
But Jazzy, look at you. You're a radio host. How amazing is that?
Oh.
Like, how cool is that? Like, when you were a kid, like, wouldn't that be like, when I was a kid, thinking of a radio host, that was like a superstar.
It was.
I mean, so like you're living the dream too.
And
like
this is my
we're
city.
blessed.
I'm from Dallas, so it does hit a little bit different being from here and being on the radio and being like, dang.
Represent.
No, for real.
When I was doing Walker, Texas Ranger, like, I don't know, 20 years ago or something like that, I was in a hotel in Dallas, and I walked like 10, 11 miles to Addison, Texas, so I could get a 6-pack and a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Damn.
There's a little story for you.
First of all, shout out to everybody in Addison. But you did Walker, Texas Ranger? That's lit. That was like the best show ever.
Yeah, I know. It was a million years ago. I was there in Dallas. I was in Dallas all those years ago, and I've been back. I love Dallas.
That's
I gotta
cool.
go back again, see you in person.
Make sure you come out here, because we would love to see you in Dallas, okay?
All right, let's do it.